Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stine and today I'm here with you for part 1 of Sort My Yarn Stash or Sort My Stash 2024. In this part 1 we are going to go through all of my drop yarns. Until about a few weeks ago I all had them kind of just in various bags from when I had bought them, because I never bought them all at the same time. I did buy a bit here and a bit there. A big pile of them I did buy all at once, but in general they just had been sitting in their bag, stashed away. And recently one of my boxes got free because I got a new box for that purpose, as this box is, I wouldn't say broken, but the lid is semi-broken. But I decided this box actually has perfect suitable use for yarn until it's completely broken. Like, why not use things a little bit longer if they last, instead of just throwing them out instantly just because they're tiny bit broken. And since I don't need to carry this box around or need to leave the house, but it just needs to store stuff, I thought it was pretty perfect for the purpose. So that's the box, and that is what we're gonna fill up with my drop yarns. My drop yarns I have stashed out here on the table. And we're going to have a look at those in just a few so you can see where I'm coming from. And it's just a big pile of everything. So, but what I do have is, I do have a piece of paper, because when I bought them, I all have plans for what each are going to make. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 projects listed here. So I have 10 projects laying on this table, which is not sorted. Shame on me. So let's start by sorting that. And of course we can't talk yarn without me having my faithful mug of tea here, which today is just a lovely black tea with a flavor of forest fruit. Quite enjoyable. So, as I said, I have all this pile of lovely drop yarn. We are going to talk about them one by one. So you get a shortly idea of the yarn and also the project that I want to make from them. Also, all these projects, I've linked to those patterns here down below. They are all drops patterns, and the agreement I have with myself is I need to finish one of these before I'm allowed to start the next, because else I might go crazy, because we all know that drop patterns, the quality of how they're written are varying from pattern to pattern, and some patterns are really a challenge to actually understand. So that is why I've set this rule for myself, to ensure that I don't go crazy or have too many VIPs where I'll figure it out eventually. So let's flip you guys around so you can see my table stash of drop yarns. And then we will get them sorted one by one. I will basically back them up, and inside that bag, so they are split up apart, I will put a little note as to what I'm making from them, so I know that exactly. And the other thing is also that all these patterns, I have written them down not written them down, I have them saved on my PC. So this is just more like a quick note, and I will print the pattern when it's about to start. What I've also is that when I will be starting a new pattern, when it's getting time, I will host polls for my members. So that will be member polls only, to help me decide on which drops pattern should I start next based on the yarns I have here. But yeah, let's flip you guys around so you can see my yarns. Here we have the big pile and my mug of tea to the right, but this pile of drops yarns is what we're going to get sorted, and we're going to talk a bit about them all. So the first yarn I have here is the Drops Cotton Light, and I do have a few of these in this gorgeous light blue. I should have more of them at least. Where is the next one? Here's one as well. I have 4 written down for a project, and that's a summer bucket hat. And I'm just trying to keep track of all my notes here. So this is my notes, and that's the one I have listed on the top. It says It's a Capellina by Drops, which is a lovely summery bucket hat. And I have 4 of these Drops Cotton Light in the colorway 8, which is ice blue. So these 4 are going to make a lovely bucket hat. They aren't that big, so I'm probably going to have to maybe find a smaller bag than I had originally intended for them. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about this Cotton Light yarns. They are recommending 4mm needles. So this is what Drop considers the yarn group B. The yarn group B, so let's see, we can do like this. You can have this to look at. They are, as you can see here on the label, 50% cotton and 50% polyester. They are made in the EU and they are Oeko-Tex certified. Oeko-Tex certified basically means they test against any harmful substances. Yarn group B would be like, so yarn group 8 would be the thinnest group, so that's more like close to lace weight. So they are like a 2-weight, like a 2-weight yarn. Let's see, you can have it here towards my finger, so a slight bit thicker than your, for example, Hobby's 8-4 cottons. Then we know that, as I said, they recommend 4mm needles or 4mm crochet hooks. This is a 50 grams skein, so that is 1.75 ounces. They are 105 meters on each skein, so that's 115 yards per skein. And that's basically it. And yeah, as I said, the colorway 8 icy blue, and I have 4 of these, so they are going to make a summery bucket hat. I thought they would be really nice colors for a summery bucket hat. So that's like a small, quick, I assume, without knowing, project that I'm going to make for these. So I am going to keep this pile a bit for itself, so I can keep track of them, hopefully a bit easier. We will see. Then the next I have on this list, I'm gonna place the list here because that's gonna make it a bit easier for me, is that I want to make a 2-colored poncho named Sweet Martine. Sweet Martine is, as I said, a 2-color poncho, but part of it has granny squares here on the top part of the pattern, and therefore I have 2 tones of colors for this. And that's also made in this Drops Cotton Light. And the colors I've chosen are like purple fuchsia shades. So I have a light fuchsia and a light lilac. This should be, yes, this is a light fuchsia. And when we talk about yarn contents, there would be, the yarn contents of this one, the specs, etc., are the same as the ones I was using for the Capellina. So this is just, again, Cotton Light with the same yarn specs, colorway 23, and then the colorway 25, which is the light lilac. So these 2 I'm combining for this poncho. I should probably do like this, and then they all have the text the right direction. I think it's a gorgeous color combination. And from these, I need 8 of these, so I should have 8 in this pile. And I need 3 of these, so I should also have 3 of these in this pile. So let's see, we start by finding the 3 light lilac in the pile for the Sweet Martine poncho by Drops Design. Again, patterns are here down below. And I am finding all my light fuchsias. So far, it looks like I have them. It does get easier as I get through all these, right? Let's go through the pile. Yes, I have 8, so that fits with what I've written down. So there are 8 plus the other 3. So that is another project. Then I have 1 which is named Butterfly Migration, which is also a project I decided to make, which is also, again, with the Cotton Light yarns, same specs as all these yarns. So it's from yarn group B, so it's a little bit heavier than a normal 2-weight 2.5 weight. It seems weird calling it 3 weight because I have the feeling it's a thin 3, but it's a very thick 2. But it is probably a 3 weight, thinking about it. 50% cotton, 50% polyamide, lovely yarns. So butterfly migration, the normal pattern is, I do believe, made in a nice yellow. I wanted to make it in apple green. Apple green, again, is the colorway 11, again, in the cotton light from Drops. And to make the butterfly migration, I need 10 of these, 10. So I should have 10 of these in this color for this project. And I have the feeling I ordered more because there's another project I wanted to make in the same color, but I'm not sure. It's obviously all written down, so I have a nice note of it. And I'm quite happy I did write it down because else I had obviously forgotten since I have 10 here and I do have a few more laying. So yes, I was right on that, but let's just take them as they come. I can't even, oh, I managed to hold them. Here we have 10, as you can see, we have 10. And they are for the butterfly migration poncho. So I will be making quite a few ponchos with drop yarns. So I just need to stack it all up here so it's nicely sorted. And what I'm gonna do is afterwards, I will be putting them all into bags of correct sizes. So as I said, I did have other plans for more of these cotton lights. And that is that I want to make the Charming Clover top. So that is a top that I planned on making. And I need 4 skeins for it. So that's these 4 skeins. The Charming Clover top is a summer top in a halter neck style with a nice waist fit. So that's what I noted down for the Charming Clover top. So I like a nice summer top. I could use a few ones. So I'm trying to see if I can actually make a summer top that I will be happy with. But that's not the only one. I actually want to make 2 of these summer tops because I also want to make one in this gorgeous blue. And this gorgeous blue is a colorway 33 and it's named Blue Bonnet. And I have to say, just like, you know, feeling this yarn, it feels, for a cotton yarn, it feels really soft. And that is, of course, because it's a cotton blend. And, you know, it feels really nice and very, very wearable. So that was that part. And I have a little nice pile of yarns slowly stacking up everywhere. So that was Charming Clover top and a Charming Clover top. So one in apple green and one in the Blue Bonnet. Then I have noted down that I want to make the Green Glade top. And all of these designs are drop designs. Again, links down below. The Green Glade top is made in Drops Bell yarn. So that is a different yarn again than the others. So we will talk about that. And I have 6 of these skeins are from the Bell. I have 6 skeins, so let's just do it like this. I have 6, which are going to make this Green Glade top. This is a colorway 10, which is a moss green. Let's talk a bit about this yarn then. And I'm just gonna find one that I can read on. Again, it's Drops Design, garnstudio.com. You can find the patterns and you can find the yarns or resellers of these yarns if you are interested. Colorway 10 is, I mentioned, moss green. So the Green Glade top is a tomato top or tank top style with an aired neckline. It's also belonging to the yarn group B, just like the Cotton Light. This is 50 grams, so 1.75 ounces. To 120 meters of yarn, which is 131 yards. So they do run a little bit longer on the grams. The mixture of this is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. So that's okay actually, and you can see how it's mixed up here. The linen makes it really nice and natural fiber, just like the cotton does. And it feels pretty okay. So my feeling is of these bell yarns is that they're a slight bit more diluted in colors. It is a color that works really well with me because of my eye color. So I am definitely looking forward to make this project of this top. So I have for this the 6 skeins of a bell. I'm unsure if I actually bought an extra skein and I only need 5 for the summer top. That could be. But that is what I have. Then I have some mercerized cotton, and that is for a shoulder warmer / poncho. It is a shorter poncho, you could say. So maybe more like a shoulder warmer. And it has these very gorgeous edges at the bottom. And I'm going to make it also in the original color suggestion that they suggest in the pattern. And that is the Drops Muscat here. That's also yarn group B. And it's named Mint. So it's colorway 3 named Mint. And it is really like lovely minty color. It's a lovely dark teal mint, or fresh, actually not dark teal, it's more like a fresh teal mint. A very gorgeous color. Drops Muscat, as I mentioned, this is 100% mercerized cotton. They classify this one as a yarn group B, and let's find the rest so you can look at a bit of this and I can read a bit. They recommend 4mm needles. Did I say that? The same counts for the bell. So these also recommend 4mm needles or crochet hooks. So 4mm needles or crochet hooks, all of it is certified by Oecotex, so they all test against harmful substances, etc. Let's see. Again, 50 grams, so 1.75 ounces to 100 meters, so that's 109 yards, 100% mercerized cotton. That's it. For this short poncho, which by the way is named Spearmint, I need 8 of these, and I have 8 of these. So that's, no, I have 9, no, 8. I can't count. That's embarrassing. I can't count, but I have 8 of them. So that is for the Spearmint poncho. Then I have 2 more of the Drops Muscat. So I have 8 of these, but I also have some in a solid white. This is just white, and that's colorway 18. I think these would go really well together. On here of these, I have just 1, plus I have one that's broken up. So there is taking some from this, because I made a summer hat last year. And I don't have any plans for the rest of this yarn, but I'm probably going to use it for a future project. So what I am going to do, it could also be that I might make a border of this or whatever, but I'm going to probably add these down in a nice melt bag, and then I have them laying around for a fun little project. What is, and you can easily see it on this one, is that this cotton yarn, it's a lot of many cotton strings that they all twine together to create the yarn. This is just because they're gotten a bit loose from one another. But they're all like threads that they all spun together in this yarn. So that's a little bit fun fact. What you thus can experience sometimes when crocheting with the Muscat yarns is that they can feel a bit splitty. Kind of depends again on your tension and etc. But when I did it last time, they were and felt a tiny bit splitty. That was a Spearmint short poncho or shoulder warmer. Then I have a pattern written down named Thoughts of Ireland. Thoughts of Ireland is a very nice circle shawl. So worked in a circle or half circle. And it's crocheted top down. And it's using the Drops Alpaca Mix in olive green. And I think this is an absolutely gorgeous yarn. There's like zero discussion. This yarn feels freaking amazing. And it's squishy and it's soft and it's alpaca. What's not to like? And the color is gorgeous. So let's talk about the Alpaca Mix yarn. It is the yarn group A. So this is the thinner yarn compared to all the yarns we just went through. We can easily see that by doing like this. This is a thin 2. This is a quite thin 2 weight. Almost I would say it's a 1 weight. I'm just turning this around so I can actually read. So they recommend a 3mm crochet hook or knitting needles. It's 50 grams, so 1.75 ounces to 167 meters. So that is 183 yards. It's 100% alpaca. It's 100% alpaca. Make sure this is a hand wash yarn, basically. Take care when you're washing it because considering it's 100% wool and it's not superwash, it could felt. It's so gorgeous. I think these colors, and I have 5 for this shawl, I think it's so gorgeous yarn. Like, and it's very, very scarfable. Alpaca is so soft. So definitely another yarn that I'm really looking forward to be working with. And then I just have 2 lists left on my list. And I have one that's called Water Pearl. Water Pearl is another shawl. This is a triangle shawl with a lace pattern and it's crocheted from the bottom up. So that is basically you crochet from the bottom tip up. And that would be probably when I start working on this, the very first time that I actually make a shawl where I work from the bottom tip and upwards. So another challenge, but we like challenges, don't we? And I need 4 alpaca unicolor turquoise for these. And that is the colorway 2917, but I need 4 of these and it's named turquoise. So it's like, it's almost more like a light blue, but it does have a green shade of it, doesn't it? It really do. These yarns are the same yarn specs as the Alpaca Mix. The Alpaca Mix just have a more like a heathered or mixed colored look. You can see there is like slight brown, yellow shades in it. Where this is a unicolor, it's like 100% the same, but the yarn specs are the exact same. And it's just a universal color. And it even says here on the label, an all-time favorite. And I can imagine because it feels so soft. Absolutely so soft. The last we are gonna do, or the last I am going to sort up, oops, a yarn went on the floor. I'm gonna grab that one up afterwards, is the one called Sweet Caress. Sweet Caress, I assume, not sure. This should also be a quick small pattern, which is a neck warmer / cowl. And it's made in the warm alpaca kit silk blend. So again, it is in this alpaca unicolor, but I only need 2 of them. And I need to double strand this with the Drops a Kit Silk, also in unicolor. So basically, this is a double stranded of these 2. That's how I'm going to make this. This one is called light blue, and this one is called gray blue. But that is the ones that's going closest together, light blue and gray blue. Again, these yarn specs are the same as for the Alpaca Mix and the Alpaca Uni here, and they are also, as you can see, different. So 2 of these, and then of course I have the Drops Kit Silk. So let's talk a bit about the Drops Kit Silk. Actually, it's probably easier if I do like this. The Kit Silk is a very lightweight yarn. It's an 8 group yarn. This is the thinnest yarn I have of the bunch, but it's, as you can see, nicely heathered furry. They recommend 3.5mm crochet hooks or needles. This is only 25 grams. So here are 50 grams in total, those combined. So it's it does say 0.9 ounces, but here you have 1.75 ounces in total on both of them. It is 210 meters of yarn on this donut, which is 230 yards. It is 75% mohair and 25% silk. And it feels absolutely gorgeous and nice and sweet. It's gonna be gorgeous together. So that's basically the project I have. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bag them all up in various sized bags, Ziploc bags. I'm going to cut out these and get them all sorted in bags and place them in this box, so I always have them easy accessible and I don't need to sort my whole stash to get to these. And it's all patterns that I want to make sometime here out in the future, because this is why I bought the yarns. I know why I have the yarns, I know what projects I want to make with them. I just don't know what order I'm gonna make these projects, but that's where you guys come in and you can help me with that. So that's pretty much my drop yarn. I do not believe I have any other drop yarn in my stash. I've went through them all, and these are all the ones I have. I don't think I have anything extra, which I am, in any case, if I do, I'm not aware I do have them. So I really hope you enjoyed me sorting my drop yarns and going through the plans I have for them. None of these yarns I intend to sell. I want to keep them all for these projects that I intended to do them. So yeah, I'm keeping all of these yarns. I just need to bag them and put them up. So I got all the drop yarns bagged up, each for their own, obviously, depending on what I was gonna make from them. So example here, we have all the cotton lights here for the Sweet Martine poncho. So I made the note here saying what's the project I'm gonna make from what's in this bag, and then I'm basically just gonna place them in my crate. So yeah, I got them all backed up, nice and easy. We have the butterfly migration poncho here, also with the cotton lights. And I do apologize for punching the camera a bit over. Then we have the Capellina, which is going to be the summery bucket hats. And I do see I might need to stack them a bit differently, but you know, it's gonna be fine. We have a Thoughts of Ireland here, which is all the alpaca mix for this shawl also. We have another shawl here, the Water Pearl, which is the triangle shawl also, though with alpaca uni. So it's a quite lacy shawl. We have the green blade top in the bell yarn here. Again, just notes in each of them as dependent on the project that I really want to make from them. It should help me get an easier overview. At least that was the thought I had. We have the Spearmint shoulder warmer / short poncho here in the drops Musikat. We have the two drops I have no plans for. They just have their own bag so that I can keep a little bit track of them. We have the Charming Clover top, and we actually have two of those because I had two plans for Charming Clover top. I do apologize for all the crinkling sound, but I did spare you for the actual backing of it. And then of course the Sweet Caress, which is the cowl with this gorgeous alpaca and kid silk yarns. And now my crate is more or less full. There's not much room left. And then I have as well this whole note of information that goes on top of this crate, and I just need to close it and we're all done. Thank you very much for hanging around with me, for sorting my drops yarns. I will be back with more parts of sorting my stash for 2024 in the upcoming weeks, because there is really, trust me, a lot of yarn to sort. If you haven't done it yet and you do enjoy talking about yarn, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed yet, because you know, I'd like to expand my yarn community, and I really enjoy spending time with you guys. Until I see you again, take care and happy crafting. Bye.